Hi, my name is Rob Scott from UC Today News, and in this session, I'm joined by Mark Bunnell, who's the Chief Operating Officer from Nuwave. And today we're going to be discussing Nuwave Synthesis, which is powering big wins for carriers, offering services into UC platforms like Microsoft Teams and Zoom. Welcome, Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me, Rob.
Yeah, good to see you again. And interesting to find out more about synthesis today. I know it's got lots of capability and lots of value in there. So, without much of ado, let's get started, Mark. I mean, first of all, I know adding voice into Microsoft Teams and products like Zoom, platforms like Zoom, has been a top priority for a lot of carriers in recent times. Do you see that trend continuing right now? If so, why?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, voice is kind of timeless. I mean, everybody says that voice was dying, but the fact of the matter is there's more voice now today than there ever has been. It's just the way that you access that voice. So is it mobile? Is it hosted PBX? Is it SIP trunks? What is the access methodology? But voice is here to stay, and so customers, partners, operators, they all have to find a platform that can handle all the different voice environments that a customer might want, and give them that choice.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen that, haven't we, as an ongoing trend from Microsoft with Operator Connect and Accelerator, and also Zoom now with their open platform. So yeah, the general movement is certainly continuing in that direction. So, I mean, let's talk about synthesis for a moment. I mean, this is a real core product for Nuwave. I mean, talk me through first of all, I mean, I believe it can save carriers a lot of money, generally speaking. Well, how does that work exactly?
Yeah, synthesis, means you're bringing things together, right? And so, basically we enable our carrier operator partners to bring their own voice in, globally. So we have network on every continent, geo-redundant, for all the carrier needs that are out there. And you can bring in all your own voice. You can bring in, your customer's voice. You can bring in voice basically from anywhere on the planet, and manage all of those connections very seamlessly inside of iPilot. And so we take away all the complex routing needs and knowledge that you might have to have, because we bring that all in, and we make the interface super simple to where what route you're using for what customer in what country. And it all is handled very seamlessly and simply. So that's what we really strive for at Nuwave, is to make sure that we take the very complex and make it simple for everyone to own and operate. And that way you have cost reductions, right? You don't have to bring in or use your own infrastructure. You can use our network as a service. And so when you can bring those underlying carriers that you use directly into our network, you can expand into other markets basically overnight. So eliminating cost and expense of having to, buy SBCs and that infrastructure and having high dollar engineers to run it. I mean, that's what we're really good at. We're really good at running the network. We're 7 nines reliable in our 25-year history. So, all those things that are necessary that we can provide very simply enables our customers and partners to just really focus on being a sales and marketing organization and just drive revenue. The network will always be on and stable.
Yeah, that makes good sense. And you mentioned getting up and running quickly. I mean, does speed play a big factor in a carrier's decision to use synthesis?
Yeah, it's really speed and scale. So when you can point and click and just turn customers up in minutes, our tagline is provision in minutes, not months, right? So it's a complete paradigm shift from the legacy into service delivery and customer experience. And so operators are really understanding that in order to be relevant in today's market, you have to be able to deliver service immediately. It's basically on demand. Customers can self-service, partners can self-service, and so I've never really understood that if you have customers that want your service, why should it take 30, 60, 90 days to deliver? You should be able to deliver it same day, and so that's what we provide.
Yeah, absolutely. So synthesis, I mean, just to recap on some of these I suppose recent challenges and pain points for carriers and operators and service providers out there. What key signals should carriers, be looking for? These partners be looking for in their businesses, and what are the kind of next best steps to take?
Well, I mean, we really provide choice. So, we've looked at this from, instead of coming from a bottom up where you're talking about end user customers and then trying to work your way into the carrier space. I mean, we started from the top down, and we're in the carrier space. And so it's a matter of truly understanding what do customers and partners, want from a carrier's, service delivery standpoint. and all the intricate features that go into that, a lot of others simply just don't have the knowledge and understanding or doing. And so, we make sure that we provide a full menu of options and everything a customer needs, for those operators to be able to give to their customers, because every single customer and partner has a different use case. And so you have to have a menu to mix and match those use cases to deliver, solutions across a wide variety of needs. And so that's what we make sure that we provide is that full menu. And that menu is expanding, almost daily. I mean, we measure our dev time in weeks, not quarters or years. And so, every month we're putting out a release with more features and more functionality and more options. And the market has really kind of spoken in the number of tier 1 multinational carriers that we're onboarding, tier 2s, SIs, and they're all being very successful in their delivery once they get trained.
That's fantastic. And for anyone looking to find out more, what's the best way to get in touch?
You can contact us definitely at nuwave.com or ipilot.io. And, we're very quick at service delivery, but we're also very quick in helping, new opportunities and really explaining the benefits of our system.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today. However, Mark, it's been great talking to you today. Thank you so much for taking us through synthesis, the headlines and the highlights there. I'm sure anyone out there looking to find out more can click onto the website, and there's a link in the description. And thanks to everyone for tuning in. If you've got some good takeaways from today's session, do give us a quick mention on social and subscribe to our channel for more industry news and insights. I'm Rob Scott from UC Today. Thanks for watching.